Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars gaming news update video of mine. And in this video I'm going to be discussing some Battlefront 2 information, plus an update to Jedi Fallen Order, and the possibility that BioWare could be making a new Star Wars game in the future. So let's start with the Battlefront 2 news, and Jay, the community specialist on Twitter, stated that there would definitely be 4 community transmissions coming this month, and they are going to be skipping this week for community transmissions, but the community calendar should be coming within the next week. And next week we shall be getting 2 community transmissions if everything goes according to plan. And the first one is going to be the lightsaber changes, then the second one is going to be on the new reinforcements coming in the new game mode in the March update. And the third CT will be on the new game mode, and the fourth community transmission will be an overview and the patch notes, which will be coming probably a few days before the patch is released at the end of this month. That's all the Battlefront 2 news for now, but let's move on to Jedi Fallen Order. And Chris Avellone, who is a very famous games writer, he's made some incredible stories from Fallout New Vegas to Knights of the Old Republic 2 and many other critically acclaimed story games. So he knows what he's on with, and he did confirm on Twitter that he's just finished up work on Jedi Fallen Order, and we don't know in what capacity, because this is completely new information. We did not know he was working on the project, but he confirmed on Twitter that he has worked on it, I'd assume in a huge writing role, which is awesome. This is great news, and, you know, it's building up the expectations for Jedi Fallen Order even higher, but surely it means we're going to get a good product. Fingers crossed, though. And finally, the last news update I've got is the possibility BioWare could be working on a new Star Wars game in the future. So the developers of the Knights of the Old Republic series are still continuing support for the Old Republic MMO, which is 8 years old this year, and they've just finished up work on Anthem. They're still going to be doing live service stuff, new content for that game, but the game is out. And back when EA got the Star Wars game license, BioWare were originally announced to be making a Star Wars game as DICE were making Battlefront. However, Visceral actually created the game that was later cancelled, and we all know the story about that. But it has been unknown if BioWare would ever make another Star Wars game, but Polygon asked BioWare leadership recently if it's going to happen. So Polygon last month spent a day with the developers in Edmonton talking to several members of its key leadership team about the state of BioWare. Both of the guys from BioWare had not a lot to say when questioned, but here is the quote. "God, I wish I had something to give there. I'm a lifelong Star Wars fan. Knights of the Old Republic is one of my all-time favourite BioWare games. Unfortunately, I don't have anything new to dish on. You never know. There's a big pitch process and Disney want to take Star Wars in a certain direction, but I'd love to work on another Star Wars game." Now this is interesting because they clearly want to do another Star Wars game, but it's more down to Disney and Lucasfilm. Back in January, it was reported by Kotaku's Jason Schreier that BioWare had pitched a new Knights of the Old Republic game many times in recent years, but a lot of the sensationalist YouTubers and media out there claimed it was EA stopping BioWare from doing what they wanted to do. However, that is likely not the case. Lucasfilm holds the Old Republic sacredly, and it is possible they're building up canon for this, because we could have an Old Republic film trilogy being made by the Game of Thrones directors Benioff and Weiss. We just don't know if that's going to happen yet. So until they have some story for the Old Republic and new canon ready, media like games will not touch on that era, which makes perfect sense if you was Lucasfilm and Disney. So BioWare may get the green light in the future to do a new Star Wars game, but we have no idea when. They're totally up for it, but if they do want to do Old Republic, it's not going to be for quite some time. So that is going to do it for all of the Star Wars gaming news today. Be sure to let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on each of the stories I've mentioned in this video. And be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more Star Wars gaming news. And check out any of the 2 previous videos on screen if you did miss them. And I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.